There. I've moved it. I've just spoken to Virtual Daggerwin and he said that it was a gift from him and I have to keep it. So now I feel like I have to give him a gift. I've been having a bit of a think and I know it's probably a bit too generous of me, but I've thought of something. These fantastic used tyres, and they're so much fun. Look, you can even see where these ones have exploded. Kaboom! He's going to love those. Just think of all the hours of fun he could have with them. Hello everybody and welcome back to Survival Challenge. So today we're going to get this ship fired up, this ferry, and we're going to go over to the beach and we can start loading it. We have plenty of trees to put on here, and then we're going to set sail and go over to the sawmill. So yeah, actually I probably should have paid before we left. I did say though at the beginning of the series we can pay before or afterwards, it doesn't really matter. But there we go, $2.50. We probably should get some diesel as well. Before I forget, don't want to make it over there and then find out we can't get back. I don't actually know what happens if you do run out of fuel. I guess we'd have to use the console to to get this back. Actually no, it's the easy development mod. So no, let's not have to worry about that. Let's just refuel it and play properly. Anyway, in the previous episode I did actually have a vote, and it was a vote where you could choose what the price is for the silage pit. Either £5,000 or £10,000, and I left it completely up to you. It turns out that approximately 3/4 of the people who voted chose £5,000. So that is the price, that's what we're going to have to pay. We actually don't have £5,000, so we can't buy it yet, but when we've sold the wood, it will be a different story. So, you can see where my tractor is. I guess we could unfold it in preparation. And, well, it doesn't actually matter where on the beach that we land, but as long as it's somewhere in this area. If you've been following the series already, you'll know that that is where I drop down, past the cliff. And yeah, I don't want to get completely stuck, but it's good if we can just be as close as possible. So we'll leave it at that. It is touching the ground slightly. So this is going to be a bit of a job. It's not a huge job because we have actually covered much more of the field in one episode than what we're going to do in this episode. But having said that, there are quite a few trees. But this time we have the benefit of having a much bigger trailer. By the way, I now have my new steering wheel. I've just completely forgotten to use it. I'm so used to using the keyboard. There we go. So, what I can say about it, it is the Logitech G920 by the way, it's fantastic. I absolutely love it. The steering wheel itself is fantastic. No complaints whatsoever. Really smooth, really quiet, and it just feels really nice to use. The pedals, I don't know if it's an actual fault, but yeah, I've seen other people mentioning it. You might be able to adjust it in the settings somewhere, but the brake pedal, like when you're trying to reverse, you have to push it really hard for the tractor to actually do anything. I did go into the brake sensitivity settings on G-Hub, and I put it to 100, and it made no difference. Then I put it to 0, and it made no difference. So I don't know. As I said, I've seen quite a few of my viewers actually mentioning it when I mentioned I was getting this steering wheel. So I'm guessing that's just the way it is. But it doesn't really bother me too much. It's not bad. The fantastic wheel makes up for it. So I'm just going to continue throwing these up onto here, and then go back to the field and start cutting some trees down. there we go, that is our first load of today done. Doesn't look particularly safe, but as long as they stay on there, it's not going to be a problem. That is also why I've upgraded to the John Deere. I think the Massey Ferguson is probably a bit too small for turning sort of weight, and it is actually too much weight for the trailer, but not to worry, we're not going far. Also, look at this field, looking really good. Yeah, we only drilled it yesterday, and because we did have chopped straw, it means that the majority of the field has already been fertilised once, but it does need to have another application. Right, I don't want to drop down at the wrong place here. Yeah, how many trees do we have left? There's not too many. I'm going to load the next trailer up off screen because I don't want to sort of have too much. I know it can get a bit much if you're filming or recording the cutting. Time-lapsing the cutting of the trees can be quite hard to watch. Right, I'm expecting these to go flying. Just can't let them go too far. Stop right there. Okay, we're fine. A few have gone for a swim, but not to worry. Don't you float logs anyway? Sometimes, I don't know much about it, but I can remember in FS15 at the sawmill you actually unloaded the logs into the water to float them. I guess it's easier to move them. But yeah, as I said, I know absolutely nothing about the process involved with selling wood, and, well, processing wood for that matter. Actually, yeah, they should have floated anyway. These shouldn't have sunk. But yeah, as I said, it really doesn't matter at all. So, I'll get this done, get the next trailer loaded, and I'll see when it's done. There weren't quite as many left as what I thought. It's now raining though, so it's probably a good thing. Let's get this final one processed. I have lost one in this field, I think. I don't know for sure. I think I did lose one, but we'll find it. When I come to cultivate, it's soon going to show itself. You might see it's going to crop up. Right, okay, so down to the boat. But look at the field. I have successfully cleared our very first field. And it's only taken 14 episodes. I think, actually, yeah, that doesn't sound that impressive. But yeah, this piece here is either going to be turned into an arable piece, or we're just going to extend the grass. I think I probably will do arable. We have a combine, and that is a much more manageable size for our combine. So, yeah, I don't know which crop yet, but we can put it in very easily. That's the good thing about it. We now have the cultivator and the seed drill setup. The combination. And yeah, that boat looks pretty full. Certainly on this side anyway. So yeah, I'll just throw these on. And the big question is going to be, how much money are we going to make? I can't even guess. I have no idea. I don't know the current price or anything. So anyway, let's turn that engine off. We'll jump back onto the ferry. We do need to strap them, but we can do that from here. There we go. And hopefully, I'm not stuck. I might be stuck. Diff lock? Nah, nothing. Well, I think it is possible just to give it a nudge for when you do get stuck. There we go. We are floating again. Good. So, yeah, we know where the sawmill is, but I'm going to try a different way this time. I usually go under the bridge, which you can now see, but I think it might be possible, I might be completely wrong, but I think it might be possible to go under this bridge, although, is that faster? I really don't know. It's like probably exactly the same distance. Okay, no, forget it. I'm just going to play it safe. We'll go the usual way. It probably is marginally closer anyway. Well, as you just saw, I did get lost, but I've made it. There is the sawmill. So we have to go underneath the crane, then we can jump off and we can press the button. I'm going to try and guess how much we're going to make here, but I'm probably going to be extremely wrong. I'm going to say £12,000. I would love to get £12,000. Whoa, 16,484. That's very good. So we actually have £21,144 now. £5,000 is going to be deducted to go towards the silage pit, which means we can start to tidy up around there once we've paid for it. I think we'll do that now. We can prepare for when we come to cut the grass. But yeah, despite having that kind of money, we still need more. Because we need the loading wagon, we need ideally a bigger mower, and probably a windrower, unless I can get a fairly large swathing mower. We'll see. If anybody has any good suggestions, please do post down below. But yeah, I'm just going to jump cut. I'm going to head back to the port. It takes about 10 minutes to get there. More like 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to park it here. I don't think it needs to be under the crane. And yeah, we need to get back to the John Deere. So, as mentioned, we will get a crop put into there. Probably in the next episode. I want to focus on getting hold of the silage pit, tidying the place up in preparation for it. I think there might actually be an old tractor parked next to it. I'm not too sure if it's going to disappear when we cut the trees down next to the silage pit, but I would imagine it is going to. And yeah, as for the spilt grass, or maybe not spilt grass, but the grass which is currently in the pit, I'm hoping we're going to be able to inherit it, because that's sort of free money. So it'd be really good to have it. This field will have to be fertilised next time as well. Such a shame it's raining. Yeah, so when we come into that field there, we're going to have to remove the stumps as we go, as I discover them. But what a difference. It looks so much better, and we're actually making progress now. This is the thing, I made this point at the beginning. I said progress would be slow to begin with, but as we get bigger machinery and more machinery, progress is going to really speed up. So yeah, it's good. I'm really happy with it. Yeah, so there is the old tractor. Lots of litter and stuff. Yeah, actually, speaking of old tractors, I need to service my Massey Ferguson. It needs to be done. We'll go into the workshop in a minute. But £5,000, and it's ours. There we go. So that tree is next to it. We'll cut this tree down, and we will process these trees later, make some money from them. Which other trees are sort of included with this? Yeah, so that's got rid of the tractor. Basically anything that's going to remove the litter. That's what we're looking to do. Not too sure what that did. But yeah, this general area needs to be tidied up now because it is the area that we've purchased. The pit and the surrounding ground. Oh, that got rid of that. Yep, this one here. It's working. Definitely working. Yeah, so just make a pile of trees over here. Sell them next time we're going in the direction of the sawmill. If only we had the money, we could have bought the pit first and then cleared them up. Taken them at the same time. Yep, that one there. Just casually picking trees up. Right, I think that is probably most of the nearby rubbish removed. Yeah, that's nasty, that. That's got it. Brilliant. So yeah, welcome to our silage pit, and they have given us the grass in there for free. And this. That's pretty good. Yep, very happy about that. But there's plenty more areas to purchase when we feel it's necessary to buy them. But at the moment we don't need cow pens or sheep areas, sheep pastures. Right, so that's good. So yeah, that's going to service the Massey Ferguson. A good job for a rainy day. Oh, this wheel is so good. Really nice wheel. Well, let's just hope it doesn't develop the squeak problem. Although, it's funny, some of my viewers were saying they actually quite liked the sound. It adds to the realism. Squeaky tractor. Oh, yeah, you see, that's the only thing. The brakes don't seem that effective, and I have dead zone switched off. Really grim day. So there's a few mods I need to enable before we purchase anything else. The workshop tab mod, and also the used machinery mod. Repair, £57, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's pretty good. Just put the flower back on and then bring it back inside. Keep it out of the rain. So yeah, I really didn't want to start doing the field work because it is obviously really wet. But I feel we have time to make a start. I think what I'm actually going to do is try and fertilise the grass field. I would say cultivating and drilling in the heavy rain is not an advisable thing to do. So we have liquid fertiliser. Can we top it up any more? That's herbicide. That's herbicide. And what's that one? That's herbicide as well, isn't it? Okay, we're doing okay for herbicide. We may have to purchase some more liquid fertiliser soon. Oh, there's some in there, good. Nice, a full load. Yes, so it's not going to be super neat because we actually had the first application of fertiliser applied by the chopped straw mod, so it's only where the straw was chopped, which is not the whole field. There's going to be gaps. But yeah, it's free. If I just open up the map, go down here, there you go. But it is, the majority is filled, so it's not too bad. I will just make sure this is actually working there, because of course it is the first growth stage and it's not working, so it has to grow a bit more, I'm guessing. Unless it doesn't want liquid fertiliser. Yeah, actually, to be fair, I don't think I've ever put liquid fertiliser on a grass field, have I? I think I usually do pellets or manure. Possibly. Well, we'll just see. Not growing? What does it mean? Hang on. There we go. Ready to harvest? Goodness me. I only drilled this yesterday. Wait a second. Slow. That's crazy. I'm going to be set off again though. I don't want to go ranting about the growth speed again. I should have just turned off the growth speed completely. Okay, so we can't apply it because it's fully grown. That's not slow. Let me go and pop this away. We'll get the cultivator out and we will do some cultivating and drilling in the rain. Just a small amount because it's crazy. Don't want to be doing it. Just doesn't seem realistic. Well, we can keep hold of this for the arable field. It's a good job we did have one application of fertiliser. Okay. So, I need to think fast. Which crop are we putting in? I would say, because we are going to have a loading wagon, we could benefit from a cereal crop, possibly. So, probably oats. Might do oats. Might be a good one to go for. It's just a little bit more interesting and doing wheat, I guess, but they're all the same. They're all cereal crops. But yes, as I mentioned, we are going to be getting the chainsaw out quite a bit here, removing the stumps. There won't be too many around the outside, but as we move closer into the middle, we're going to be finding those tree stumps. And because of the way we've done this, it's actually made it more interesting. More interesting shape. And yes, it is going to cultivate up the grassland, so I do need to be careful. Well, there we go. In go the oats. I'm aiming to do half the field today. And if we don't get stuck on the tree stumps, we'll get rid of the stumps last, but it just depends. Yeah, if we're going to get stuck on them. Last time I got stuck on about 50% of them. I'm sure the same thing is going to happen here. But that's actually two. Two have passed underneath. That's pretty impressive. I'd do this headland last if it makes more sense, yeah. Although we are working to the edge of the headland anyway, so it's not going to make a huge difference. Right then, yeah, so yeah, 50%. Let's get it done. No problems, all going very well. So as you can see, quite a few stumps have appeared. Right, we'll leave it there. I do like this setup, but eventually it is going to become too small for us. We're going to have to go for a bigger setup. So, using the lumberjack mod, we can just hold the left mouse button and we can mulch away these stumps. Very good, very beneficial, which is definitely a more suitable job for today, rather than doing all this field work in the torrential rain. So since the grass field is ready to cut, we're just going to have to cut it in the next episode. Like I said, if anybody has any suggestions for the best mowers to get, then I'd be happy to listen. But of course it has to be within our price range, and it has to leave us with enough money to be able to get a loading wagon. So it's kind of tough. And yeah, if it's not a mower which is going to create a swath, we're going to have a windrower as well, which pushes the price up further. Anyway, yep, almost got these mulched away. Was that the last one? I think it might have been. Okay, well, there we go. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I've been very happy with the amount of money we made though, very good. Let's get this last one. And yes, first thing we'll do at the beginning of the next episode is complete this field. It'll only take 10 minutes or so. And then we can move on and we can start cutting. Then we can move the grass into our brand new pit. I look forward to it. We're actually making progress at last. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.